it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I kind of have a two-for for you today. I am joining in with Christina from Redefine Creative in the magic, or inspired by the magic of Disney YouTube hop. There's also an Instagram hop as well. So I will have all the YouTubers down below, and I believe I will also have the Instagram people for you to hop along with that as well, because that's super exciting. And then the second thing is today is day 8 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life that Christina and I are doing with Christy this month. So I hope you are all enjoying that. So the sketch we are using is from My Mind's Eye, and I am just working on this background. So this wasn't actually done initially for this layout. I had just had some extra of the Shimmers Peacock Plume, and I thought maybe I could put it through a stencil, but as you saw, that didn't work. So I just did the packaging technique along with a few splatters. And then I used my Cricut to cut out this ampersand. And I felt like that was a perfect part of the sketch that I wanted to include. So I just took my paper piercer and did the holes. Now, you don't need a paper piercer by any means. There are so many different ways. You can use the needle that you're going to use. You can even use a thumbtack, anything to create the holes. The other thing is I was using my little Amy Tangerine mat, but you don't need to use that as well. Like an old mouse pad would work. A lot of the time I actually use fun foam, and then I can use it again, because just because it has holes in it, it doesn't change the integrity of the fun foam. So that's kind of a good like dual purpose use. And then I just did a basic back stitch with white embroidery floss in white embroidery floss. And I used all 6 strands. So that gives some good texture. Then I am doing some paper layering behind my 2 photos, and they are from Cool Kid from Crate Paper, and this is a great way to use 6x6 pad. So I am just taking bits and pieces, and I am using a little bit of paper on each mat. Not necessarily in the same position or even in the same size. I'm kind of varying it. So there's not really a rhyme or reason to how I am doing these layers. They're wonky. I just stick them on a little bit and decide that I like the way that looks and move on. So the 2 photos that I am using are from my son in Disneyland, and they are so cute. So the first picture, my son is probably 5, and I think that was his first trip to Disneyland, and he is trying to pull the sword out of the stone. So that's that one right there. And then the other one, he's probably 13, still trying to pull the sword out of the stone. So I think that is just so cute. At this point, I'm realizing, okay, my pictures are way bigger than the sketch. And now I've added these huge paper layers behind it. And so they're really taking up a good portion of the layout. But I don't mind it. The background is very kind of subtle, and it doesn't need to draw your attention. I really want the focus to be on the photos. So this is where I bring in my title. So it's going to be now. Oh, just kidding. It's going to be then and now. Maybe it would have made more sense to flop the pictures and do now and then, because that's kind of how you think about it. But I kind of like the idea of reading the photos from left to right, where it's the younger and then him getting bigger. So that is kind of where my brain was going as far as that was concerned. So I don't think I have any ephemera from the Cool Kid collection, or at least not any left if I had some at some point. So I do have some ephemera from the Cocoa Vanilla Totally Rad, and I think there's another boy collection that I am using that I don't have any paper for. So it kind of worked out good that I had the paper from one collection and ephemera from another, and they go fairly well together, I feel like. So I am just going to add little bits and pieces. I really like the speech bubble that says "like a boss." I think you're supposed to put another word in that kind of blank space. I don't know. I guess I could have put like pull, try. I don't know. I haven't actually wrote anything on it now. So if any of you have a good suggestion of what I need to write in that little box, I would absolutely love to hear. I am terrible at journaling and titles, so I love all of the help anytime I can get some. So I am going to do kind of that cluster up there in the top that is in the sketch. And that is where I'm going to add that little piece of ephemera that says, "Don't grow up, it's a trap," which is kind of tongue-in-cheek because, you know, you want your kids to grow up, and, you know, it's so exciting to watch them grow, but then it's also kind of sad to see them get so big, but they're so fun in all of the different stages of their life. Obviously, all those stages have challenges as well, but I do want him to grow up. He will always be my little boy, even though he is officially taller than me. But so it's kind of a happy, sad kind of memory. So I'm going to add some arrows, just like in the sketch. I have these puffy arrows, and I'm not sure where they came from. They were just sitting on my desk. So I am going to add those. And then I am just trimming that bottom part off because it was covering up the end of the banner that I had made, honestly. I could have just moved the banner down, but I didn't. So I want to make sure that you guys head to the description box below and definitely check out everybody's take on this super fun hop and get tons of Disney inspiration, as well as heading over to Christina, who obviously is in charge of the hop as well, so she'll be there, but I'm not sure if Christy's playing along, so make sure you head over to her channel and see what she does with this layout or this sketch, because I've seen it and it's amazing. So I have a couple close-ups of those shimmers, and here is my final product again. So remember to wear your crown, and I will see you tomorrow with another sketch. Bye.